All right, get started. I mean, if others can join, we'll try to catch them up. So, yep, session is recording. All right. So, myself, Ramesh, you guys see me as Sid on the Discord channel, as also as an options trading admin roles. So, those are the two, accounts. One is a personal account, other one is a kind of an Discord account, which I share on the server, where either of them, wherever you want to ping me or ask questions, that is me who's responding to you guys. So today we're going to talk about the options trading uh, algorithm, OG algorithm, which we call it as. And I'm not sure if you have joined the previous meetings or not, but let me give a little brief of this, and I'll leave a lot of time for you to guys to ask questions, and we'll see if I can answer them. If I do not have an answer, I'll get back to you with some search or online things. I'll let you know. So having said that, so this options trading algorithm or OT algorithm, it has three components in major. One is called as an order block, the rectangular blocks that you could see here are about the order blocks, which will behave as an support and resistance, and also kind of an talks about the A levels where majority of the buy or sell action is happening in the past. And it also has the alerts, generates the alerts, which is called buy and sell alerts. Buy alerts is triggered whenever there's a uptrend is happening, and we can play the kind of a call opportunities here. Similarly, whenever there's an put opportunities happening or sell opportunities happening, we'll get a sell trigger here, and the trend would be kind of an red in color. The second important thing on the algorithm, and the third important thing is on the trend line. So we always have the the alerts as well as the trend lines in sync with each other. The trend line talks about what is the current trend looks like for this ticker, and whenever there's a reversal or kind of an it's happening, the color changes from red to green and green to red. So that is the overall little basics of the algorithm. And this algorithm created based upon multiple different logics or kind of a criteria in the back end. One is a price action, other one is other one is a trend. My bad. Other one is on the trend, and multiple different other things. So the alerts will get live as the trend moves in our direction and satisfies the conditions that has been defined behind the algorithm. So that's when the buy and sell alerts comes on. And the one which you're seeing here on the right hand side is kind of my favorite list or kind of a watch list here, wherein I always watch these kind of a tickers on a daily basis, or whenever I see any news which is not here, I'll add that ticker here and watch on the behavior. So this is how the algorithm looks like. And again, if you are new to this, the way you launch it is go to the indicator and go to the invite only script. That's where you could be able to find this one to add this algorithm onto your thing. So the way we play on the alerts, that's one of the common question that I always receive it, when to trade the alerts or when not to trade the alerts, is that, you know, always go with the alert that's been generated, whether it's a buy alert or a sell alert, go with that. And, try to take the alert as soon as you see the kind of an signal here in the same direction. And if you're playing the, trades by yourself, I always recommend you to take the closest possible strike price, so that it is have a lot of opportunity for the trend to move and always come into the in the money option. For example, if we are doing this Powell Industries, if the alert got generated here at 252.5, probably I might require you to take it at 250 or something like that, so that you always fall into the in the money. Don't take the out of the far out of the money, so that because of the because the premium is cheap. The way, if you do that, the trend might not be too strong enough to get you into the money, and you might not see the most of the profits there. So that's the only one reason I recommend to. So once you start playing the ticker by yourself, and the next question is that how long you should hold it. So there are a couple of different theories behind it. So the one theory which I follow is that you play the ticker as long as you see the next alert is being formed or triggered. For example, if you're playing the sell here, try to hold on the trade, or stay leaving the trade as long as you see the buy alert after this. Or similarly, if you're in the buy alert, if you're trading the buy alert, stay as long as you could see the reversal of it, kind of a sell alert of it. That's one theory. Second theory is that whenever the candle is closing above the trend line, that's one other opportunity for you to come out, to take the what are the profits that's got generated so far. That's one other reason which you can come out of it. So if you could see here, the price might have came out here, kind of candle came out of here after the trend, though the trend is still in the downtrend, but it kind of a little reversal or kind of an going uptrend. You might come out here with the profits whatever you might have received it on this particular trend. If you could see the rest of the kind of an trend is kind of a little zoning, kind of an a ranging area, which can always kind of and stay and watch out and come out of it. Any questions so far here? I'll take a little pause, and if you have any questions, I can answer it.
The question that I have is with the order block that we see at the top here, right? I mean, it becomes a resistance because obviously price it's not able to cross. It did cross today. It was not able to
Right,
cross. But I see
right.
that there's green, there is red, and then there's the entire rest of the right side. It's all red. What does that
Right.
signify? Does green any have significance here?
So usually, like whenever at this particular area, whenever the order blocks formed, the red talks about the strength of the order blocks that are happening. Like there's strong strength, strong sell signals happened, or kind of an sell portion happened. That's the reason the overall block shows as a red there. Similarly on the green as well. If there's a majority of the green happening, majority of the buy happening, that's when the trend start moving up, and you could able to see the order block has been filled with respective colors.
Yeah, unfortunately, I got out of Powell trade because I thought the today
Mm-hmm.
it couldn't cross that price line in that order block, and I thought, okay, it
Mm-hmm.
was reached at 260, and I got out of the trade. But then, as soon as I got out, it
It
started
went
going
up.
up.
Yep,
Damn.
yep. Yeah, I mean that's okay. I mean, like, I know. I mean, you got an algorithm pretty new, or you've been introduced to the algorithm pretty new. It is always working fine. Just try to adjust the behavior of the algorithm, or try to understand how it works. But the moment when you start understanding this, I'm sure that you'll be very comfortable, and you're gonna make a wise decisions of it.
Yeah, I think we took this trade a couple of weeks back. I've been holding it. I,
Yes.
I did make money above
Okay.
400%. It's not that I
Mhm.
lost. I took the
Yep.
trade
Yep.
when it
Yep.
was being alert. So yeah, I
Yep.
was just like being patient. Okay, it is not able to cross that resistance line.
Mm-hmm.
And today
Mm-hmm.
also, as soon as it got near in that block, it started ranging, and I thought maybe
Right.
it'll start going down. So
Mm-hmm.
I just came out of it. But
Yep.
I'm still happy, very happy with the
Yep.
trade.
Yep. Yep. Over to you, Varun. I see you have raised your hand.
Yeah. So you talked about like the strike price should be closer to like whenever the alert is triggered. That totally makes sense. But like how far out like for like the option like we should buy or like I mean what should
Right.
be the like
So
you
it,
generally
it
go for
depends
like
upon.
yeah.
Yeah, I understand your question. So if I understand it correctly, so whether I do the options trading for the weekly expiry, monthly expiry, or even beyond that. Am I right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. So it still depends upon how long you want to play along with the ticker. Like I mostly prefer 90% of my trades would be mostly weekly expiry. Sometimes whenever I see an very wonderful trend or wonderful opportunity, I might go beyond a month or a couple of weeks or even for the months. For example, today at the end of the day, I gave a couple of swing trades, which is kind of a 2 weeks expiry from now, because I see a strength there. For example, PayPal and other stuff. And if you also see, like I have given the Tesla, which is a wonderful opportunity as we speak today, and because I have given it around 6 months down the line from now, because I played it multiple times at this level in the past. So that's a wonderful opportunity again, because Tesla, we can't expect it to be going below 220s or something like that. So the moment whenever we see these 220s, there's always a chance that it will bounce back to 250s. So I always give that room. So yeah, to your question, what is the expiry level you want to play? It depends upon what kind of a trader you want it to be, or how do you look at the tickers to be. If you want to be safe along, and if you wanted to do it, even you can do in zero DDT or same day trades as well, because the way we do it on the SPX or even on the Friday trades, It depends upon how fast you can come in and come out of it when you see the profits. But if you see the strength of the ticker, I always recommend you to do the swings and take the longer expiry, so that you always have an opportunity to swing your couple of contracts to the next week or the day later. That's what I meant to say. And also, like, how do you identify whether you need to swing it or whether you need to hold it? You can check that. I mean, I preferably check that on the 4 hour candle and the daily candles. Basically, that's when I make a decision to go along with the next day trade, or go along for the week after that. So if you ask me, like,
Yeah.
POWL was kind of played around a week or more than that, because if you could see, since the time we entered it, I always had an opportunity that it's gonna go up, so we swinged it all the time. Did you answer your question, Varun?
I think, I mean, if you can show me like what made you like go for Tesla like for 6 months
Oh
off
yeah,
out, like yeah, that could actually be very helpful. I
sure. I
actually
mean,
got
like,
into, yeah,
so
I
yeah,
got into the trade for
I'll tell you.
Tesla.
I mean, Tesla was deep red in this morning in the pre-market because of the the news that we had in the
Yeah.
today. So Tesla 220 is very very easy to. I mean, sorry, Tesla whenever it is 220 or even below, it's always kind of a greatest opportunity for us to play the longest calls for it, because Tesla has a lot of potential to go up. That's one, because of the brand, first thing. Other one is, even if you see the 4 hour chart on this. Okay. Okay, if you could see the 4 hour chart, we always have a lot of supporting levels at 210s, even 202s and 191s level. Maybe in the coming weeks or coming months, even if it drops below to this level, I'm not worried about it, because it definitely come back from these levels. In the past, even if you see, somewhere in the month of what, August 24, or since then it was coming up. So it was a wonderful opportunity for us to go up, and I have a strong feeling that it should go back to 260s as well by the time we reach to our expiries. So 4 hours daily is also one other good opportunity for us to make a decision on that. It's trying to touch the support level here. I'm okay. It's definitely going to bounce back. Okay, and that's my gut feeling on it. And again, it will go to the somewhere at this level, 262s and 280s as well.
So the trades that you recommended today, right, which were like 2 weeks out, so that also
Right.
use the 5 minute chart or
No, the swings which I took, as I said, like, Tesla specifically, or you're talking about Tesla or the PayPal,
no, the
other.
Airbnb, PayPal, and
Yes. So yeah, I went based upon the strength on that, basically. So even if you see the PayPal one, okay, it's going up. So I have a potential of that to see if you could see the previous
so
graph
this is
on
on the
this.
daily chart you're looking at
This
this.
on the daily chart. Yes, this is on the daily chart. So we give it 2 weeks of expiry on this, to my knowledge, 1025. So I have a lot of potential on this that's going to go up. And even if you see the 4 hours chart on this, or a weekly chart on that, there's a lot of potential. So it should go, at least go to the 86, to my knowledge, for the next couple of weeks.
Could be a silly question that how do
Mm-hmm.
you determine that, okay, down the line 4 weeks
Mm-hmm.
it may reach 86 or 87.
Yeah.
So is there some kind of methodology or
No, I
something
mean,
to
like,
do
it's
that?
it's purely on the charts which I'm seeing here. So this chart, the way I'm looking at it's also applicable for everybody. It's even you can see that when you change the filter here with the 1 week, or the kind of an daily chart or the weekly chart, you see the order blocks being formed. That's where it went previously and came back, some kind of a retest level, basically. So you can always call it out on that it's going to reach out to that level. And if the trade is in our favor too strong, it's going to cross up that and go always in the money for us. So that's the PayPal strategy which I used it.
Right, because a lot of people draw Fibonacci's and they say, okay, this is the next level, that is the
you
next
can
level.
you you can
Nobody
you can
says
draw
what
the,
is
yeah,
it.
I mean, like, I can still draw the Fibonacci levels, and also kind of an what do you call it, as the chart patterns, basically. I think I was telling to one of the group member today in the Discord. It was following an wedge pattern, basically. So, but yeah, I mean, like, that's kind of learnings anyway that I have it. It will either follow the pattern, and it will always give you a support on resistance level. So either ways, whichever you're comfortable at in making a decision. For me, obviously the support and level resistance, because I prepared the algorithm behind it, so I'm sure and confident about it. It's gonna either touch that and reversal back, or bounce back off that levels. So the 2 weeks of expiry is just want to make myself really comfortable and give that room, so that even if the trade is going the south direction of what we are playing today, I have a room to come back on that. So that's why
Right.
I went low, and so that tomorrow when I have more opportunity to add on and come back on it.
Right. It gives us enough time. Yeah, because
Yes.
options move quickly,
Yes.
and you start losing money if it doesn't go. But it gives you, if you have 2 weeks down the line, there's always a chance you can at least make or break.
Right.
Go back to PayPal one, sorry. It's like I'm just trying to understand when you say like these order blocks that you were like looking at the support. So I think we played a $81 call for 10.25, right? And
Mm-hmm.
somewhere the cost was around, I don't know, 1.5, let's assume, right? So the break even is like 82.5. But like the price, like the basically the blocks that were forming like were around 82. Sorry, if you show that daily chart that you were showing to,
Okay. That. Oh, sorry.
yeah, daily one, I think, where it was support block was forming.
Mm-hmm. This is in the daily chart.
Block was forming that you were
I
using,
think that was weekly. That was
or maybe
weekly.
weekly. Okay,
Yeah, that
sorry.
was weekly.
Yeah, so even if you look at that weekly, like where you think like it will cross those levels, right? It's still what number is this?
Yeah,
Maybe oh, that's 88. Oh, sorry.
88.
Okay.
So I'll tell you the strategy behind it. So I'm not promising that it will go 88 and
Oh
above.
yeah, yeah,
That's okay.
yeah,
Even if it goes 88, we are happy, of course. But the
yeah.
reason, the reason why I took 81 or 82 here is that because I always want to hit the closest one, because that gives a lot of opportunity for us to cross this one. And there's always a potential that this particular candle might reach the edge of it and come back, or even middle of it come back. So 81 for sure in next 2 weeks is we're gonna be in the money for sure, is what my gut feeling is that. And if it is the strength, the trend is strong enough, it will surpass these levels as well, because we have seen in the past as well as it went all the way kind of, and it came from 155 to 156 levels. But within the 2 weeks of time, I'm confident that it will go to at least 88s and 88s and 89s. Let's see on that. Yeah. And again, the reason of choosing this one on the PayPal for the 2 weeks of expiry is that it the weekly charts tells a lot of story, because it is consolidating a lot at the level of 60s. Definitely it's not going to go beyond below that. And even if you see the last couple of weeks or the kind of monthly chart, 76 or 75 was the levels basically. So it was strong enough. There's a strong pullback at this level, so it should definitely come up, is what my gut feeling is. That analysis talks about it, which we'll see in the next couple of weeks anyway. Did I answer your question? Sorry,
Yeah, you do.
okay.
You did. Thanks.
So I want to tell you one more kind of I don't say it's a secret, because it's kind of a learning. Basically, I'll go to the CRWT chart, or to the matter of lift as well. I can go. Lift is also okay. I can talk about, but give me 1 second. Let me talk about dash. Yeah, this is also a good example. Anything I can go back and forth here. So okay, no, let me talk about the Starbucks. Somebody has taken Starbucks this morning from our ticker. Yep, one of the good examples. So if you could see here the chart pattern here. So in the pre-market, we have seen the order block has been formed. Okay, so order blocks come and go or order block is just kind of making a kind of an understanding where you need to watch out for the price action, whether the price is going up or down, or it's kind of a retest level. So it is good to be formed. And sometimes you need to, if you are already in the trade and order block is formed, it is always kind of an area to watch and wait and watch whether it is still going in your trade, in your uh, area, or it's coming reverse. So order block is that kind of situation. The reason why I want to bring up this chart is that, right after the order block at the market open, we have seen the buy signal here. And since then, the trend was always up. It started from around 93.85 all the way it went to, 95s basically. So the reason why I wanted to bring this up is that, if you have played the buy or kind of a call option here, okay, I request you to stay as long as in the trade. The same two rules again. Make sure that the candle is not falling back below the trend line. There's a first kind of an thing where you wanted to exit. Else, you have seen the second opposite signal. Basically, when you see buy, if you have seen the sell, come out of it. If you're doing an kind of an same day trading, to be very honest. And during the day, you might have seen the previously order block that was formed on the previous day at this range of 94s. It has tested here. So if you could see this range, yeah, if you see this range, it was kind of fun trying to fight back on this range to make a decision whether it has to be reversal or kind of coming back. The moment where it started breaking this level, the price went back pretty freely and easily. That's one other reason behind the order block. And here on the top, this particular level of order block was never crossed. Okay, the red one, it was never, as we could see, we never crossed. So again, this is kind of a level where you want to make a decision. Either you want to hold it or you want to come out of this particular trade. You get a maximum profits, as you could see, at these particular levels. But if you wanted to stay long, because of the theta that's come to the picture as part of expiry, the premium might get low. But yeah, these are the different levels where you wanted to watch out, and make a wise decision whether you want to control, whether you want to still stay along on the trade or you want to come out of the trade. So AMD is also one similar situation. So the order block has been formed. Right after that, a alert been formed, and the trend started going up. Similarly, I think Baba also formed this morning. Same thing. Yeah, the same thing. So any trade that I play, or even you are playing by yourself, just try to make use of these three rules or two rules, which I just explained it to you. And even though if you're not playing, try to watch it for a couple of days. The reason why I'm saying is that these are very, very easy to follow, very, very easy to identify. And the moment you start finding them out on the chart, it's very easy to maximize your profits. And you know it by yourself that whether you want to stay along or you want to come out of the trade. Any questions?
So, so basically, if let's say the order block is formed here, and as soon as the bottom order block, the bottommost, right, and you enter the trade, and then the middle order block, if it turns into red, but the trend line still is that your candles are still above the trend line, you probably try and hold that
Yeah.
trade and not get out of it, right? Unless you break that trend line and go down, then
Correct.
probably just exit out of the, take your losses and exit.
Right. That's right. Yeah, but again, as I'm saying, like you might entered here at 0.30. Here it could be kind of a 0.45 or 0.50. By the time it comes here, it could be point. I mean, like the premium shift is because multiple reasons, because the theta other stuff. But the trend shows kind of a strong signals for you to there's a lot of opportunity that it's going to go up, and you can definitely get in maximum profits. But yeah, don't feel back saying that, hey, right, it was around 60% profit here, but no, it was 45. I would have exited there but not here. But if you have stayed it's again giving you 100% here. So it's both ways. I mean to say, don't get excited when it's going down, and eventually if you're following the trend, you'll always get in better profits.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we don't hit all the trades all the time. So take what you can get and then move on
Right.
from.
Yeah,
right? And the other question that is that when you see that pre-market, there is a good movement, and obviously you don't
correct,
see that volume as you see the volume during
correct,
trading hours. So as soon as the market opens, the price really shoots up, right?
right, right.
Because then do you actually like at the mark you keep the order open at 9:30 with the market order because you just want to get into the trade, you don't want to miss it, right? Because sometimes the stock is opens up at 5% and it just ranges between that 5 and 6%, you don't get to
Mm-hmm,
do much,
mm-hmm,
right? So a lot of these semiconductor stocks, I mean,
right.
they kind of don't behave the same way the next day.
Mm-hmm,
You can see that 5% up, but next 2 3 days you'll start seeing 1% down, 2% down, 2%
right,
down. Whatever you have gained just goes off, right?
right. Mm-hmm,
So because the market opened so high, do you
mm-hmm.
go with market order? Do you still go with limit orders? Like you're still
So
trying to
when
limit
the
it?
so I'll tell this one. So when the strength is in your favor and you are taking the whatever call or put options that you're taking that we are playing, and if the strength is in your favor, try to go with the market price. That's okay. I mean, you might end up entering the trade little expensively, but that will get there's a lot of opportunity for you to get filled, and you'll be making some profit. But if you manually edit, if I have some bad experiences in the past wherein I manually edit the price and keep it like that, it never get filled. It might have
Right,
shooted up the prices, went far above the percentage which I want to achieve it, but you know I have seen that a lot of times in my SPX trades. Basically,
mm,
when I see the volume and I want to enter it, I give my manual price, whatever I want to enter in, bid price, whatever I want to enter in. It never met there. So I always go with the market price. Sometimes, yeah, I mean, we all know, we enter it with the expensive prices there. That's a
yeah,
game anyway.
yeah. But yeah, so 9:30 I just put in an order saying that fill me at market price because the trend
Yeah,
is actually up. So even if I'm making some money out of it,
you're
it's
right.
still
Right.
good.
I mean,
Okay.
not just on the market opening. I mean, market opening obviously we'll have the volume, but when you play the SPXs, basically when you see the Fed meetings or other
Mm,
meetings, the volume shifts pretty drastically. So you always
yeah,
want to play with the market price then and there, and make the profits and come out of it.
right. Okay.
I just want to remind you on the time we have 6 more minutes left before the Zoom kicks us all out. Uh,
Right.
if you guys have any follow-up questions, I'll leave this open for next 6 minutes. But on top of it, if you still have any questions, shoot me on Discord message. Go for it, please.
Yeah, one more question. So I don't see
Mhm.
that I don't think that you ever play earnings, right? You don't play on earnings. You just
Oh, earnings is kind of purely gambling. Like there's one guy in our group who plays earnings so well.
Mm,
I mean, like I took his inputs a couple of times. I made money, no doubt in that. But when I start doing earnings myself, nah, this never worked for me.
yeah.
So
I mean,
I stopped giving that.
yeah, it's been a hit and miss for me as
Yeah,
well. Once I
yeah.
made,
Because I might make a lot of profits on my weekly trades, but when I put that amount or kind of a lot of contracts on the earnings things, it hit and miss. I have lost my profits a lot of times in that. So I'll
yeah.
stay away from that unless somebody has a good strategy for me to learn and share it to me. I love to know. But yeah,
I made money in FB and I lost a lot of money in Nvidia.
yeah,
So
yeah,
with earnings, I know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's
Likewise, yeah.
always that itch.
Yeah,
There's always that
but
itch that you
but
want
yeah,
to
I mean,
play.
like I share the calendar, the earnings calendar, because as I see, I mean, like in my group, I have hundreds of people in my Discord group. People wanted to know everything, whatever I could give. I mean, there are many people who play, earnings as well. So earnings or even on the economic calendar as well. So that's what
Got it.
it is.
Yeah. But do you ever change the Heiken to regular candlesticks and check
It's it
pattern?
is it is just kind of fun, the look and behavior of basically. So even if it's high can actually the way it looks like is pretty neat. And when you
Mhm.
move it to the you know candles, it doesn't give a light, very great look of it. It works the same way. It works the pretty
Right.
decent way, but the high can actually gives more kind of an filled candles and neat behavior of it.
So your algo is not based on the
It's
candlestick.
not. It's not.
Okay.
It's not based upon the candle dependency. It works with everything. It's
Okay.
work with anything and any time frame.
Got it. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Yep, absolutely. And feel free. I mean, if it's still new, you are trying to get used to the algorithm. I request you to. I mean, watch it till you get a confidence of it, try to play small till you get confidence of it, and stay long into the contracts, whether it is a put or calls. Try to understand the reasons behind it, why you want to stay long, because once you start knowing that, it is very very easy. That's what I meant to say. I always stress this out to the members very clearly, that it is very easy to identify and very easy to hold. I mean, like today somebody has made 72K on the Tesla, I was
Yeah.
very happy for them. So yeah.
Right. I mean, for me, like I'm not trustworthy. I mean, I don't trust the markets really. Like if I put my money, I want my money at the end of the day. So
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a bit little impatient with that,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
think I need
that's
to
true. Yeah, I
learn
mean,
more
like
on it.
even when you play the same day or zero DTT trades, I mean, like SPX is a lot of opportunity for us. I mean, it has turned many people in my Discord group from the basic account to an thousands of their portfolio values. It has
Hmm.
done magic miraculously well. So yeah,
Right.
I mean, like it all comes with the experience, the way you look at the chart and do it. So yeah.
One last question. So do you actually place trades directly with TradingView? You connect your broker? I don't see Fidelity here. Like I
Oh
don't
no,
think
I
you
mean,
connect
like
with Fidelity.
no, even I used Webull and Robinhood, so none of this has been directly connected to
Huh.
thing.
Okay.
Even Webull connects to the trading view, but options I don't think it connects that. So I do it manually. I mean, like I'll go to my Webull
Yeah,
chart
with my
and yeah.
workplace restrictions, I can't choose these brokers like
Oh,
Robinhood. I
okay.
used to be in Robinhood, then I had to move to Fidelity because my workplace requires they monitor all my
Mm-hmm.
transactions. I don't have
Okay.
to take permission, but they still monitor my transactions.
Right, right. Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, Ramesh.
Sure, definitely, definitely. Yep. And feel free to give your feedback whenever you start learning it, and if you have figured it out something new, share it across. We'll definitely and also give your recommendations on the algorithm. If anything new that needs to be added, I'll try to put that code and get this uh, shown up on the algorithm as well.
Yeah, not there yet, but I hopefully one
Yeah.
day there.
Yep. Definitely. Sure.
Thank
All
you.
right. Yep.
Have a very good no, it's not long weekend though, but some people
Yep.
in India it is, I guess. So
It is. Yeah.
have a good weekend.
All right. Thank you so much. You too.
Thank you,
Bye.
guys.